Mr Thornton, on behalf of Catherine Road Residents Association.
It's important that the principle of development is refused tonight, as statements from ministers have now changed the rules which first allowed inclusion. This is still a greenbelt site. This needs refusal on the grounds of prematurity and inappropriate development. These ministerial changes now exclude the classification of gardens and recreational land, including paddocks and stables, as previously developed. This removes the majority of this site from being classified as such. Before members voted this site inclusion in the new local plan in 2012, members expressed a preference for using previously developed sites and were advised in the equality impact assessment that this site was such an area. This is now inaccurate. The draft local plan has only just completed the consultation stage, and this site should not be presumed to form part of the 5-year housing supply until the full council votes have confirmed such. Therefore, any decision presuming inclusion of this site needs to be refused on the grounds of prematurity. With the addition of the new ministerial changes to guidance, the decision to include this site in the new local plan in its current form may not stand up to scrutiny by the planning inspector. Greenbelt acts as a constraint of development and is protected under the NPPF from inappropriate development unless very special circumstances can be shown. The planning officer states, this otherwise inappropriate development has been identified as forming part of the 5-year housing land supply, and this amounts to very special circumstances. No more. As of 6th of March, ministerial guidance now states unmet housing need is unlikely to outweigh the harm to the Greenbelt and other harm to constitute the very special circumstances justifying inappropriate development in the Greenbelt. So the inclusion of this site for development in the new local plan to meet unmet housing need is no longer constitutes the very special circumstances required under Section 87 of the NPPF. Therefore, the principle of development in this application should also be refused on inappropriate development in the Greenbelt. Weight also needs to be given to the decision by the Secretary of State with regards Gleebland's appeal and his comments on the culmination of moderate harms to the Greenbelt constituting a considerable harm. Comparing sites using the evidence from your own new local plan appraisal documents, members cannot take a contrary position on this site without putting themselves at odds with the Secretary of State's ruling. In conclusion, stop this chipping away at the virgin Greenbelt. The community has a right to be included on the outcome of this site through the local plan process. To decide in favour tonight would show a disregard and sidesteps that process and shows contempt towards the community's participation in the local plan. Thank you very much.
Thank you.